okay, there is something that's happening, because I didn't feel this ever entire my life until this moment that I invite Jesus to come to my heart.
Ruth,
Hey.
you're a Jewish woman.
Born in Israel.
Why do you believe in Jesus?
I can not explain it in words, but it did so changes in my life, and
Yeah.
I cannot deny it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that story. So tell me a little bit about your background and how you became a believer in Jesus.
So
Here in Israel.
yeah, so I born in Israel and raised here in Israel. I grew up in a Messianic Jew family. I didn't believe it,
Yeah.
I didn't accept it. I just lived my life like this. Even I had a lot of friends. Anytime, every time, I still felt so lonely, so hopeless. I didn't find like something that can bring me joy and peace to my heart. And so I did the whole things that teenagers in that age are doing. If it's to drink, if it's to missing school,
Okay.
all of this. So during this time, I was seriously had the question of what is the meaning of life? Like why I'm Ruth here in
Yeah.
this earth, and why I'm here? What
Yeah.
I need to do? What is the goal of life? And I didn't find any answer in this all years, 6 years. And I finished my high school, and I go to the military service for
Okay.
2 years. And in those 2 years, I had a health issue
Okay.
that caused my hair to really fall down.
Wow.
And it was so tragic for me, because it was, it's so important for me, my
Of course.
hair. And so also my mom had an issue health, and all this together was, for me, was too much. And my mom and my sister are really strong believers, and I know how they are so passionate to Jesus.
Yeah.
And when I was seeing all this bad stuff, I was thinking, wow, God, why you are not doing something
Right.
for those people that follow? Okay, I'm not following you, but my mom, my sister are following you, and they needs to deal with that bad stuff. And why you are not changing the situation? And so I thought that God is really evil, and He's not care about His people
Wow.
at all. And so this is the mindset that I had.
So you're thinking God is evil. I don't want to follow him.
Yeah,
I don't want to believe in him.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, forget it. All right, so now what?
So after the many times, I was thinking, okay, maybe there is no God. Maybe there is just a situation and things happen. Not specific. There is someone that decide that this would happen.
Yeah.
So I thought these thoughts for 1 year, and after that, this time I was really dead inside. I really, I was going, I was breathing, I was smiling, but inside I was totally dead. So I feel really emptiness and hopelessness. And my friend came to me and suggested me to go to discipleship, that it's going to be 3 months, and there we are going to study the Bible more deeply and to know about Jesus more. And I was okay. And I remember the prayer that I did before I decided to go, and I was, God, I don't know if you are exist or not. I didn't experience it. My family are saying that you are the way, the truth, and life. I'm not believing it because
I haven't seen it.
I didn't experience it at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And so if you are real, just show me yourself to me. Reveal yourself to me.
Oh, hold on. I love this because, you know, have you heard the saying before, God doesn't have grandchildren? What that means is that Christianity or faith in Jesus, Messianic Judaism, is not passed down from generation to generation. It's a personal experience with everyone that encounters Jesus.
Yes.
And so you're not a believer because your parents were believers. You're a believer just like your parents had an experience that brought them to faith.
Yes.
And each believer, whether they're Jewish or Gentile that believes in Jesus, has to have his own personal experience
Yeah, you're right.
with Jesus. And this is where you're going right now.
Yes. So this month I was praying in my room consistently that God revealed Himself to me.
Okay.
And I was remember that one day I was on my knees and praying that God reveal himself to me. I want to know the truth,
Yeah.
like why I'm here.
Yeah.
And I remember that immediately in that time, the black hole that I had in my heart just taken away in 1 minute. And was like, okay, there is something that's happening, because I didn't feel this ever entire my life until this moment that I invite Jesus to come to my heart.
Wow.
And it was like, okay, so Jesus is real, because the emptiness and the loneliness, the hopelessness that I felt just taking away in 1 minute.
Wow,
And
it was
it's so big.
He just filled up that empty space.
Yes, with love and
You had friends and family, experiences, you had fun,
yes,
you had happy times, but none of this, it's like the book of Ecclesiastes.
yes.
There's nothing in this world
that can fulfill.
that can fulfill you and sustain you,
Yeah.
but God. And you found that out at that moment.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And I think also the big things that God really gave to me, it's the understanding of what he did on the cross, yeah, and the grace that he gave to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was part of the community, of Christianity community, and going to the church, but the whole these years, I didn't really understood the meaning of that God forgive my sins and he loves me,
Yeah.
and he sees me different.
Right.
And so for me, it was the greatest thing.
Oh my goodness. So how does going to church now different? How is it different than when you were going to church before you believed?
I think that my heart, yeah, was really changed. My heart was from a stone, and now it's like really soft to him.
I will
I
give
be
you a heart
able
of flesh.
to cry to God. I was able to express my feeling towards God, something that I couldn't to do before.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so for me, it
amazing.
was a big change. Also, the way that I was looking myself, also the way that I'm looking at others.
Yeah.
So was totally changed. My point of view of the word.
So what are you doing now with your faith?
Okay, so because God showed me his love for me and care for me, I have the huyavut,
The obligation.
yeah, to share this faith to others, and the love and the hope
Yeah.
there is in Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm basically now serving the people that live in the streets, and also the women that work in prostitution.
Oh my goodness.
So the hope that Jesus revealed himself to me and he gave to me, I want to share it with others.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And this is the things that I can do.
Well, Ruth, I usually like to finish with asking if there's somebody watching that's like you and they're looking at you, maybe even from Ethiopia, and they're Jewish, and they're wondering, how could I do this? How could I, my family doesn't believe in Jesus, but yet I feel drawn to him. What would you tell that young woman or man?
So I would tell her, there is a verse of Book of James that said that come near to God and he will come near to you. And this is what I felt in my relationship with God. The moment that I was decided to do one step towards him, he did 1,000 steps towards me. So just asking that God revealed himself to you and just, yeah, be an open heart toward him.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Ruth, you touched my heart. Thank you for sharing your testimony. I pray that it blesses millions of people around the world. Thank you for sharing this, and thank you for watching. If you have questions for Ruth, leave them down in the comments section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for more, more testimonies like this. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Woo!
Wow.